Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of The Pot. And we are here, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's episode 27, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And we going and moving forward and moving into some great things. I have an announcement that I'll be announcing tomorrow. And I have my co-host on, the real Shay Rosa, you know what I'm saying? She was on Stirring the Pot, but now she is officially the co-host of The Pot. You know what I'm saying? Queen
Hey,
Curry is the
boy.
co-host of Stirring the Pot, and Shay Rosa is the co-host of The Pot. So,
Definitely. Hello,
without further
everyone.
ado, y'all, I got North Carolina's own, you know what I'm saying? By way of Georgia as well, you know what I'm saying? One of my guys, you know what I'm saying? This is the brother of my guy as well, you know what I'm saying? Foolish made this, you know what I'm saying? That's his brother, and this is Mistaheatt, y'all. Welcome to the pot, good brother.
Yeah, what's
You know what
good?
I'm saying? What's good, man? You already know this is my guy. He's been down here since I've been down here. He's been showing me love for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I celebrated my birthday with him last year. We got faded and, had a good time. But, you know, yo, we here and he's here. You know what I'm saying? So, why don't you tell the people about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Let them get acquainted. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what it is.
You already know what's going on, man. It's your boy, Mr. Heat, man, the number one hitter. You feel me? Because I always make his hits. King of India in the building, yes, sir. What's happening?
Hey, King of India in the building. Y'all hearing?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Y'all hearing?
Yes, humbly. I say that so humbly.
All right, so tell the people a bit about you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, just a regular guy, from 41 Curve, Wilmington, North Carolina, by way of Augusta, Georgia. You dig? Just hard-working artist, man. I love music. Striving to be one of the greats, man. Like I said, they call me the number one hitter because all I make is hits, and this ain't something. This ain't how I feel. This is what I've been told. So
Yeah. So let's lay it down a bit. Tell the people some people you work with on your journey so far. Let's get into it. You know
first and foremost, shout out Dad Foolish.
Foolish made this fool. Know that.
Yeah, without him, man, I can't. It would be no me. He's been there since day one through my musical journey. So he's helped. Create Mr. Heat, as far as the style, pit music, you hear his beats, he's worked with so many people. You know how he get down, so I don't have to say much, so shout out to bro. But as far as other artists, I work with a lot of people, man. But just people I can think of, Dollar Hunter, shout out Dollar.
Dollar.
Yeah, shout out big bro Dolly, fire. Dago Finesse, shout out Dago Finesse. I work with D Mac. And these are just big names around here. But like I said, I work with so many artists. Those are just some examples.
New York people, some up top people.
Oh yeah, I definitely work. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. This is the place for that. So shout it out. Yeah,
we got a fire song that we definitely gotta go to, bro.
Yeah, we gotta do that too. You know what I'm saying? We got I'm obtaining. Y'all heard that, you know what I'm saying? So that's one John that we got going right now, but we gonna make some more crazy hits for him too.
Definitely.
So tell the people, man. Tell the people how you got started in music and break that down as a science for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean, I come from music, man. To be honest with you, like music is my life for real. Like, I've been doing music. I've been singing since I was 5. I come from music. Like my mama sang, dad he sang a little bit. My uncles, my mom, and my uncles all had a little group. They used to sing, and they would kill. My mama used to sing in clubs. She sang with a band. So I come from that. I've been singing legit since I was 5 in church. Started out in church. My daddy a preacher, a preacher. So I was singing in the good old churchyard, And from there it's just I explored just different genres of music. I had uncles. So a lot of people don't know because I'm black as a mug. I'm dark skinned, but I'm mixed. My grandfather has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's Irish Cherokee. So I come from a multicultural family. Right. I got uncles who listen to different genres of music.
Right.
So growing up listening to like Michael Jackson, from people like Rush, even like Earth, Wind and Fire, to people like Kiss, just off the wall.
Heavy metal in it.
Yeah. So I grew up
Great
outside
influence.
but I didn't even get into rap till I was older, So I was listening to everything else before rap, modern R&B. So as I got older, and I realized, I could sing, I was musically talented. I took all of these things and kind of put it into one because I always wanted to be different. So even when I decided I wanted to be an artist, and I started off rapping. That's crazy. When I first, established myself as an artist, I was a rapper, and
so what was your rap name then?
It was still Mistaheatt, man. My first rap that my first rap. I got the name from Uncle Trey, man. He named me Heat because the first rap I ever wrote. I spit it to my Uncle Grip. He was like, "That's you." He was like, "What you fire? I'm gonna name you Heat, boy. You be spitting that fire." So I wrote a rhyme. It's like I missed the heat. The nigga tried me and made some clips. So that kind of
no cursing.
Yeah. So and the name just stuck out, and that's how I became Mr. Heat. But through the years, like I said, I kind of figured out, the music industry and how it goes, and I just, developed myself. Just trying to figure out who I am as an artist. And like I said, I always was singing, so I just put the two together. I started rapping, then people were like, "You should sing, man." And
oh, that's dope. Shay, you got a question?
So, quick question for you. As you were progressing and you're saying that you over the years you started rapping and you got this type of inspiration from your background, which I find very interesting because I grew up very similarly in the church and having these influences of just very eclectic background of rock influences and church influences, and that just makes you a better artist. So when I say to you, like, where do you find your middle ground, your common ground of saying, what is your sound now that you have gotten this mix in the bowl per se?
Sort of like stirring in the pot. Comes on Mondays and Fridays, folks. But go ahead. I just had to throw that in there real quick.
What do you feel is your sound? What is your sound? Like, what do you feel like you kind of like drawn from?
To the people.
It's crazy that you asked that because, like you said, I took all these different styles and different, avenues of music and try to put it together. But as far as who I am, it's crazy that you asked that because I'm in the process of figuring that out now. Because even though my brother's a good producer, he's one of the best. Let's just be real. But there's other avenues, other things, that I don't, know of him. He's the king of what he does.
He's multifaceted when it comes to every genre of music that you can think of. He can produce it.
Yes, but I want to see what all he can do. I want to see what all I can do, and it's just that's where I'm at now. I want to see where my lane is because I understand how the industry works, the music business. How everything is trendy. You have to make trendy music. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the business side of as far as selling music.
Right.
But when it's like working a job that you don't love, you got to work, you got to pay bills. So you have to go to work. You have to get up, go to work. Sometimes you don't like it though. People work jobs that they hate every day and work it for 20 years.
So how would you explain your sound?
So so that's where I'm at now. The music that everybody knows, what I'm saying, and love that I've made throughout the years, it's good music. So I've been told, but it's not my, because it's me fitting in what sells because it's a business.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the best at what's happening today.
So basically,
when you ask me who am I, that's a that's
question right now.
Not,
that's a great question.
It's not more than
I'm trying to get at you. I'm trying to get at you, Mister.
Fact. So it's not more or less a tough question. It's just it's interesting that you asked it now because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put
Oh,
my heart into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
okay.
trying to figure out, how can I express how I feel sometimes, because I don't write music about myself. I don't write music about things that I'm going through. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's the way to actually find yourself.
Exactly.
So I'm Big Bro. So I'm gonna talk.
Yeah.
This is for those that don't know. I really know him, folks.
Yeah, big fact.
So
Yeah.
we always talk like Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? He's been calling me Big Bro since forever now. So
Definitely.
all right, that's what's
Okay.
going to take you to the level that you want to get at anyway.
Yes.
Talk about them things that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Because it is hard to talk about it without making it sound too personal. Because as artists, sometimes we think about not even offending people that we care about and all of that.
Yeah.
So you got to try to figure out a way to make the music in a way where it's relatable for everybody, but not offending anybody at the same time.
Definitely, yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, that's the thing. It's crazy because everything you're saying is just so tied in and so perfect. Because that's what I do when I write music. I think about everybody else except myself.
Right.
You feel me? When I sit and I hear a beat, I think about, okay, let me think about something that somebody could be going through. Because at the end of the day, one of my goals is to reach out to my fans. I want to connect with them. I want them to understand that I feel where you're coming from, or you know what I'm saying? There's somebody, that you can feel that, that can empathize or whatever the matter is, because like I said, a lot of my music, I have a vivid imagination. So I can think of a scenario or a situation or, you know what I'm saying, a circumstance or whatever, and I can put it on paper, I can put it on a beat, and it will be somebody else's life. I've had people come in, bro, like, you wrote about my life, bro. It was like you was there. I ain't go. It was nothing about me. It's just that's what comes to my mind. So,
Right.
but it's not me. It's my fans don't really know who I am.
All right. So this is what the pot is for. So the fans can know who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
tell the people what was growing up like for Mistaheatt as a kid, like from younger to this point now. Like explain that to the people. You was in North Carolina. Explain growing up what you was in L, right?
So okay, so
explain it to the people for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Break that
so
down to
I was
science.
born in Augusta, Georgia, 706. I moved to North Carolina when my uncle was stationed at Fort Bragg, my mama's brother. Um, because my dad, my biological father, at the time, but before I even tell, any stories, me and him, we were cool. I don't have any, hard feelings with anything.
Right.
No matter anything you may hear, I'm at peace with everything.
Right.
But I always stay fact. I just wanted to clarify that.
That's what this show is about. The truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We wear it all on the sleeve here.
Yeah. Facts. I was really. But at the time, so my biological father, you know what I'm saying, my sperm donor, was going through what he was going through, and he wasn't able to take care of me and my mama the way he was supposed to. He will. Right. So, nevertheless, my mama decided to go to North Carolina a month before. He got stationed to Fort Bragg. He went to school in Fayetteville.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, he went to Fayetteville State. He ended up getting stationed in Fort Bragg. So my mama moved to North Carolina. That's where she met my dad that raised me, which connected me and Pooch. Right. We're right through my dad that raised me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all got the same mom, different dad?
Well, essentially we got the same dad. Okay. Because that's who brought us together. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he legally adopted me. Okay. You understand? So yeah, that's how the family, that's how it all started.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's definitely dope.
Yeah. So
back to you, Shay.
Okay, so that right there shows your mother's dedication to caring for you and making sure that you always had her strength and her motivation to a better circumstance in your life, no matter what you were going to face. And that really instilled in you something that you can see today
Definitely.
in your life,
Yeah.
in the way that you move.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so even at a young age, your mother was showing you, like, okay, this situation might not be exactly what we want, right?
And I wasn't
So
even old enough to, even understand what was going on. So looking back on it, that's accurate. She did what she felt was best, for me and her, but being, the only child and as a mother, I'm pretty sure she took big consideration of my well-being when she made that move. So yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree. I'm glad she made that move. And shout out to moms too.
Shout out to mom.
shout out to mama. Right, exactly. Shout out to mama.
All right. So who pushed who more
So
in as far as musical talent? I gotta ask this. Who was the one pushing y'all both? I'm gonna say this: was it mom or dad? Who was pushing y'all both?
So I'm gonna say this. So during the process, my dad died. 20 years. It's been 20 years. That's what I was gonna say. Before and from there, we moved to Lumberton.
Yeah.
So for some years, music wasn't really a thing. I didn't take music serious until later on in my teens. But even still, I didn't even know who I was until I was grown. So just being honest, and we were, like I said, we were still, making music. We was doing our thing. But you're talking about, as far as pushing and really taking it serious, you had like I said, my uncles, they was making music. You had a lot of cats. You had Boiling Point. Yeah. You had a lot of cats that was out there from Lumberton, like really making noise. My uncle Trick Jones, you know what I'm saying? He was on the radio, at the time on 579 all the time, So it was a lot of cats that we was looking up to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as who pushed who more, like I said, my dad, he died years ago, but we still had, support. We had other people that was in our lives that was, trying to keep us focused. So, but I pushed myself, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't have a lot of people,
all right,
man.
so who was the one that knew that y'all had the talent? Like I'm saying, between the parents,
Uncle Trey.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
Uncle
between
Trey.
the parents,
Uncle Trey. It wasn't a parent. It was Uncle Trey.
So that's what I'm saying. Who was the ones that was pushing y'all musically? That seen that y'all had this talent,
Uncle Trey.
And was like, yo, them boys got it.
Uncle Trey. Uncle Grip. Shout out to you, Uncle Grip. Shout out Uncle Trey. Uncle Trey is, I'm telling you, he made me realize, boy, nigga, like he was that. Everything you just said, he was the one. Uncle Trey was the guy that, made sure I knew who I was. He made sure I knew I was talented. He made sure Foolish knew that he was the best at what he did.
Right.
Every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? That's who. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have pushed myself as an artist.
That's dope, man.
My mom, both my moms, Mama Alice, my real mom, they all knew, what I'm saying, that they knew we was talented. They knew we were gifted, right?
Yeah.
But Uncle Trey knew, he seen the vision. He seen, boy, So yeah, it would be him. It'd be Uncle Trey.
Okay.
Definitely.
So and growing up in the L, what was that like for you?
It was rough, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I moved to Lumberton, I was going through a lot because, like I said, the man that raised me, he had died. It was kind of fresh at the time.
Yeah.
So, as a young, I might have been 13 maybe when I first moved to Lumberton. And, just my dad was strict. So when he died, it was a lot of freedom. Started getting in trouble. It was a lot. So when I moved to Lumberton, it was just like the opportunity to, get in the mixture. It was more freedom. We talking about Lumberton.
Yeah,
he was here. So
yeah. I was here, man, before it got the way it is now.
So it was rough, man.
It was definitely hard body, super hard body, and a lot of people don't really get what I be saying, because a lot of people like, oh, small town, man, but this was a small town that was like
the murder capital of North Carolina.
Right, and this was like a remembrance of like a mini Philly, if you will. Like,
couldn't walk his second one time.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Ooh,
fact.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Growing up here, man, was rough, man.
A
Get in
lot of
trouble,
violence.
Huh?
There was a
Say
lot
that
of
again.
violence. Were there gangs in the area as well? Were there a lot of gang violence or
Yes, gang
sets and
violence,
things like that in
all of
this
that.
area?
Crime in
So
general,
okay,
yeah, it was
okay,
bad because
all
you had
right.
gangs. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
your hardest moment,
it was
hardest
them.
moment. What was your hardest moment that you encountered during coming up, maybe during high school, your young adult coming into, your manhood? What was the hardest part for you that you can remember coming up that you were triggered during your trauma that you could say that changed you,
That's
that
a great
changed you?
question.
Yeah,
That's a great question.
it is a great question.
And we are almost at that mark. So, you know what I'm saying? She started it off early, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We 10 minutes away from that mark.
Sorry
So
about that, Tig.
yeah, we
I
got to
didn't
keep
realize I
the
was at
time
that.
on the time schedule, you know what I'm saying?
Was I asked that question?
But it's cool. Listen. This it's the pot, you know what I'm saying? And as we go on, like things will get better. So you know how that goes. But so to answer a question, that was a great question. Though.
Yeah.
What was the trauma that you went through in life that you had to overcome, or that you went through in life that was hard at that age, growing up in the L? Like, tell people about it a bit so they can know. That's what this show is for, the vulnerable side of the artist.
Facts.
And knowing things that they didn't know about the artist that they're fans of.
Definitely. I definitely want to talk about mental health.
Yeah,
At that time,
it's about here.
Yeah, I was struggling with mental health around that time. So I even think about it to this day. A tragedy was something I was going through when I was younger. And long story short, man, it's just one day I was going to school and I just had so much weight, and I was taking this doctors. They used to try to say I was ADHD. They used to try to say, and they gave me this medicine called Concerta. It's like Rick.
Mhm.
So long story short, it was one morning, man. I was just having it bad, man. I basically overdosed on the pills because in my mind I thought I was gonna get high.
Oh,
Because
man.
I was smoking. I was already I already knew about pills, you know what I'm saying? I already knew about coke, so I'm thinking, shoot, I could probably get high for this.
Right.
So in my child mind, I didn't know any better, so I took too many. And I actually died at the school. And foolish to tell you the same story, man. A lot of people that I went to school with, they probably remember this moment to this day. I was in the junior high without a heartbeat. The ambulance came. Yeah, they had to revive me, all this stuff. And I just remember waking up in the hospital or whatever. And even though I was going through the lesson, this is the lesson in that experience, because even though in my mind I was going through so much, and I guess I was seeking attention. I just wanted somebody to hear me. I wanted somebody to know I was going through something. I just didn't know how to express it.
Right.
So even though I did that, I ended up going to jail. And because I ended up going to jail because they charged me because I had a weapon, had some other drugs, whatever, what I'm saying, whatever the case was, they ended up getting charged. So I ended up going to jail, and sitting in that jail as a youth, it was a wake up call. You feel me?
Right.
That it doesn't matter what you go through in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The world does not care about what you're going through. Life is gonna always life.
And there's always consequences.
And there's always
for consequences for every action.
Yes, man.
There's a reaction,
Man,
whether it be positive or negative.
Yeah, so I had to learn, that I had to I had to buckle down. I had to tune in with my emotions and how I dealt with things. And that changed me from that day forward, because, I watch how I react and how, what I'm saying, I deal with certain things now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm more, I'm more closed in. I don't, what I'm saying, that it broke me from doing that, and that was a big wake up call.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope that it was a wake up call. So how did you overcome it though?
I overcame it, man, just by living, because this is what I had done in life, man. Like, people look for this magical thing that happened, but the only thing that heals is time, man. Time heals anything.
Yeah, I see time and God, man.
Yeah, and God.
I'm gonna keep it all the way funky.
Yeah, like, God first, man. It's really God, but through time, God will deal with you through time. He'll put you in the place that you need to be. I had to go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And through God, that's it, man. That's the best answer, man.
Yeah.
It is God. That's it, man.
So with your roots being in, the church, how did you get into singing? Like break that down a bit. Like
so
did you sing on a choir? Like
I sung choirs, and I also sung in like a group that my granddad put together called the JA Ensemble. That was my granddad's name, James Archie. So he put that group together. But the first time I remember actually singing and sticking with it, I had to be second grade maybe. And I was coming in the house, and my dad, he was like, "Hey, sing this." He was like Joe Jackson. "Hey, sing this."
yeah.
And I sung the note. He was like, "See, I told you he was an alto." And and ever since then, man, it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm an alto." Yeah, and I just, I stuck with it, started singing more in church. And like I said, repetition is the father of learning, right?
Right.
So the more you do it, it becomes natural.
Yeah, it becomes natural.
Right. That's why
it's second nature.
Yeah, that's why when I became an artist, I did not want to sing because I can already do that. I was like, ain't nothing. I want to be like Lil Wayne. I want to rap and I
I can't sing at all, but I've been trying now. And now your brother got me singing on drinks, and that joint was fire. Like
you gotta be able to sing nowadays, man.
Oh,
Most of these singers,
singing, yeah. Come on,
I mean, I have a singing voice now.
You can sing too.
Yeah, she's a singer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it funky though. I'm gonna keep it all funky with y'all. Here's some fun fact that people that watch the pot did not know. Matic has a singing voice as well, and Matic was on the choir as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you hear what you hear on the Fraud record, that's my voice. And Foolish basically said he didn't really have to do much to it.
What?
Yeah, so except he put the auto tune to it on certain parts, but some of it he didn't have to.
Yeah, he can do that.
Okay.
That's like a meditation.
I know you.
Yeah, I can sing a little something. You know what I'm saying? I just don't because I ain't trying to be that boy. I'm not a singer. Like I love rap, and I'll rap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I definitely had a lead in church. I had a lead in church. I sung "On My Way to Heaven," and that was my lead song that I led with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me get a little piece of it.
No, I ain't never gonna get that on the pot.
I'm telling you, that might be. You do
Excuse
that,
me. Hold on, one second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, taking a second.
You got a question?
I do have. We were talking about, we got a little bit past junior high school, and we were talking about your family and your father and how he was, about a little bit like Joe Jackson. He'd be telling you get in there to sing, and you were like, no, I want to be like Lil Wayne. Right. So since you wanted to be like Lil Wayne, and we talked about, your stress levels and them putting you on medications younger, what happened after this incident happening to you? There was a change.
Yeah, it was.
You were a different person at that point. And what happened after this change? Did you go deeper into the music? Did you start writing more? Did you get closer to the family, or did the incident of everything that happened to you start getting you more and more like into the street life, into the what happened? Tell me, I want to know.
So that's exactly what happened. I got smarter. So I always had a way of thinking and just always had a way of being contentious about everything. So I learned from my mistakes, and it just made me smarter at being in the streets. I did go into the streets. I was in a jail. I did all my crimes. I've been grown. I haven't committed any felonies, But as a juvenile, I had 9 felonies before I was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
Like, I was robbing. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all kind of crazy stuff. You know, and like mama had to get a life insurance policy on me because I was started drinking early, doing all kind of wild stuff. Man, I was gang banging like I'm trying to be the head. I'm pitting my work, just doing a lot of crazy stuff, man. So it did lead me to the streets. Um, Fortunately, it made me smarter, and through the grace of God, it kept me safe because I think contentious. I started thinking before I did everything. You know, when I started doing things by myself, because I realized doing stuff with people get you caught. You know, so through life, like I said, it just made me smarter. And like, God works in mysterious ways, so He allowed me to go through that to put me in the situation. You know, what I'm saying, because the mindset I have today, He made me a natural leader. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the experiences and just the things that I've experienced in life and the knowledge that I've developed and accumulated, what I'm saying, at a young age, So
Yeah.
that's what the experience did for me. And like I said, I didn't start taking music. I can tell you the exact day that I started taking music serious. It was February, I think it was the day after this was Valentine's Day or the day of the Valentine's Day, 2010. And I have friends who can contest to this exact day. I got a group of friends. I used to live in a small county called Blake. Story short,
Yeah.
and we used to hoop. And one day at the hoop, one of my homeboys saw us like, "Yeah, we about to go record." And I was like, "Record?" They was like, "Yeah, we be." I was like, "Rapping? What? Me too." It was like, "Oh, where? We about to go." You know what I'm saying? I had just met him that day. It's crazy. We had all met that early that day. By that night, we was at his crib recording. And I can pull up these right now. This is nostalgia. So from that moment, you know what I'm saying? Because I was writing. I had a couple rhymes that I had wrote, here and there that I remembered. So when I got into his studio, I started spitting them, and they would treat me like I really was Wayne. It was just like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was a little bit younger, so they was fascinated. So the fact that they was fascinated, you know what I'm saying, gave me motivation to want to do it more, and they wanted to do it every day. So yeah, I'm recording every day. So from there, that's when I realized, like, yeah, I'm about to take this serious. But I just didn't know the formula. I didn't have the information that I needed to get to the next level at the time.
Yeah.
So a 10-year spread went by before I even gathered, all that information.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and through the years, I played in church. I left that out. I'm a full-time musician. That's what I do.
Definitely a musician.
That's what I do for a living. I play piano, I play drums. I'm an MD. I teach music. I teach vocals. I sing. Well, you know that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I do all of that. So that's everything. So for 10 years straight, that's really what I was doing before I really realized, like, bro, you're him. For people, because like I said, I used to doubt myself, man. I used to lack confidence, man. But people used to tell me, bro, your music need to be on the radio. I'm talking about a decade ago. Like, bro, your music need to be on the radio. So that would motivate me. And so from listening to that and people saying that from 2014 to like 2018, it's like, okay, I kind of get it. Yeah, I make good music. I get that. So, but how can I, what I'm saying, get the world to know that? So I just started trying to figure out how to get my music to the world. And so from 2018 to now, that's what I've been doing, man. I just trying to relate to the world and get people to see, hey, man, like these people say I'm different. These people say I'm this, that, and the third. Y'all need to check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
Right.
shaking and moving, right? With the music, which one you like more, creating or performing?
Ooh, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I can perform. I love performing because my favorite artist is Michael Jackson. I always wanted to be one of the greatest entertainers in the world.
Right.
Because anybody can create.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be, I'm trying to get him on the stage. Chris Brown, the Usher, those are guys I was watching growing up. I can dance right on stage. I'm legit.
Right.
If I got the right platform, the right setting, the right setup, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But I love to create. Creating is second nature. So I would much rather be a performer because performing is where you're gonna get the money. I got a wife and children.
Right.
So in today's world, I need to do more performing because performing is gonna make the money. If I'm gonna be an artist.
Absolutely.
But there's other art. Like I said, I write music. I'm an A&R. I have so much knowledge, information. I'm thorough in every aspect of the industry. So now, I have so much that I can do. There's no limit to what I can do now. So I don't really focus on being an artist as much as I was maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I can do so much. You know what I'm saying? I can be a songwriter. I can make hits for people that's already there and still make millions. You know what I'm saying? I have education on how to make money. So I'm not worried about, being famous to be rich. Once I make the, what I'm saying, any lump sum of money, I'm going to be rich forever. So I'm not going to focus on just being an artist because I have so much to offer,
Yeah, that's what's up.
And like I was telling you, Sweet, I do movies, I do plays, screenplays. I'm an actor. I've been in theater, on stage. You know what I'm saying? I've done 2 plays. So I was doing a movie with Maserati Santana. I don't know if y'all know him. He's a famous host. He started out doing podcasts and stuff like that, and now he's interviewing celebrities. He just did an interview with Maserati Santana. I mean, with Martin Lawrence. And that's my brother.
Amazing.
Hmm?
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So and like I said, I've helped him through his journey. So yeah, I'm trying to get in where I fit in. I'm trying to do something, and everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Which was kind of a comment or a rep, like what I noticed about you. You said that you were working and you in all of your multifaceted, multidimensional, talented person that you are, right? And that you, as a child, they gave you Ritalin, they gave you medication for ADHD.
Right.
And the way that I see ADHD, because I
At least
know
they
that
tried to. Right.
and yeah,
They
ADHD
prescribed it, but I used to fake like I was taking it because, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I used to always just, in my mind, nothing, I didn't care what no doctor said. I control my mind, And it's just like, if you say I have a problem, then I'm going to focus on what that problem is and I'm going to change it. And that's what I do.
Yeah, God can heal anything before any medicine could anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong believer in that.
Yeah,
and yes, when y'all hear me talk about God, God is the center of this whole entire show.
Yes.
Right. And this is what I want. This is what I do. This is what I want to get to, right? Is that let me get to it, y'all. Right.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
But y'all will see exactly what I'm getting to.
Finish your question,
the ADHD, right, is like a superpower that God instilled in us to give us this visionary and this ability to maintain so many thoughts and things at once. And be able to be multidimensional and be able to do so many things. And so that's why it's kind of like, it's seen as like a hindrance because others are hindered by the abilities in the way.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's what ADHD is seen in the medical
world.
You
break it up a little bit on your end, Shay.
It's been doing it off and on. I hope you guys are able to. Can you hear me now, Tick?
Yeah, I was catching you though, even though it was kind of shaky. I still was catching you. I was following you for sure.
So the ADHD in the world of like the medical world, it's seen as a hindrance in children. They're too fast. Their brains are moving. There's too many thoughts. But those things are gifts.
Yes.
The fact that you can maintain that many thoughts, the fact that your body can do multitask.
Right.
That's from God.
Yeah, it is because like a lot of people can't channel in with that.
You can't channel in. And so that's why I noticed where you said over time you were doing things for a 10-year period of time where it felt like you were you channeled it, God's gift.
Going in and out real bad.
So I just wanted to say.
Yeah, nah, you're right. Like that's why, like I said, it took a while for me to really realize how special I am. And once I realized it, it's like you can't take it because those very things that you said, I know for certain is that's what makes me different. That's what makes me an asset. That's what makes me realize that I have a not just because everybody has some type of purpose, but even in the Bible it says fewer called or what fewer everyone like fewer called, but many are called, but fewer chosen. So I'm saying that right. So that makes me realize that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm on a different path than, you know what I'm saying, your common person, because I can maintain so many thoughts and so many deal with so much, you know what I'm saying? Because someone told me that God gives his strongest soldiers toughest battles.
Toughest battle.
And I've been through so much, man. It's like you would think that I would break down. I've literally sat and thought to myself, like, bro, like, how have you not lost your mind? And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things I be numb to in life, man, because I've been through so much heartache, heartbreak, and disappointment. That was nothing surprised me, you know. And I just use it as a tool, you know, because we all got to stay focused on something. It's too many people. Facts. There's too many people. I try to be careful, though. But there's too many people just holding on to the wrong things, and they use them as excuses, and it keeps them from pushing forward. I don't do that. It don't matter what bad may come in my life, negativity. Yeah, there's nothing gonna hinder. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can change me. Nothing can break me. You know what I'm saying? I'm numb to it. You know, and I learned to realize that that's rare for a lot of people, because from my observation, people use that as fuel to create drama and negativity. It don't overthink it. Don't matter, man. You feel me?
Man.
So,
listen, man, I wanna say that, you know, it's been a pleasure knowing you these 10 years.
I appreciate that. That's likewise.
You always been solid with me, you know what I'm saying? And to keep it all the way a hundo, he's one of the first people I've been trying to get on the show, but time wasn't permitting itself to do it the way we was trying to do it. So we finally here. You know what I'm saying?
You said this is episode 27?
Yes, sir.
My birthday is April 27th. Anything with 27?
What?
It's meant
My birthday is March 27th. We're exactly a month apart.
This was meant to be. The timing is everything.
Hey, I'm 27. Hey, Club 27. What?
Yeah, that's 27. So that's what I'm saying. March 27th, April 27th, on the 27th episode. Come on, man. That's 3/27s. Come on.
That was mad. 27, 27, baby. Let's go.
So, let's talk about karma, right?
Okay.
Let's talk about karma. Tell the people a bit about how this track was made. What was the concept for it, and what was you going through at the time that you wrote what you wrote?
Gotcha. This is gonna be fun, because if it wasn't for Foolish, the song wouldn't even be what it was.
Yeah, Foolish definitely.
Yeah, Foolish.
Foolish been doing this thing,
man, bro. It's more than just, he don't just make beats, man. I need to know this man don't just make beats. He ain't just a beat maker. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but I'm gonna tell you, the man just don't make beats. You know what I'm saying? The man make hits. You know what I'm saying? Just like I do. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I was at the crib, minding my business. He hit me up. It was like, bro, I made this beat for you. He said, I'm gonna send you the beat, but I'm gonna send you a video of how I want you to get on it. So, send me the beat, you know what I'm saying? No. Wait, moving forward. Let me press pause. Different song. We're gonna talk about that song. Karma came about, he sent me the beat. I wrote Karma. I was sitting in my man cave, and he sent the beat. I listened to it. I was like, that sound like it put me in the mind of just hold on, I'm coming home. But I was like, all right, so I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna make something popish. I'm really a pop star. People try to throw R&B in my lane, but like I said, I didn't really get into the R&B thing until I was grown. I always been a pop star. So I said, how am I gonna Justin Bieber this song? You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to the beat, you know. So, and you know, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, boom, I can hear, I hear, you know, so I hear melodies before I hear words. So put the melody together, and the words just came. I did the best I could, but I no longer want to be a part of you. Yeah, it started coming, and I put it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, you know, when I hear a beat, you know, I'm a visionary, so I envision I don't know if people will realize how spiritual music is, man. But like when you hear like music,
the soul, so it touches the soul.
Yeah, man. So each instrument, the sound, the percussion has a certain vibe, a certain message that, needs to be related to. It needs, So when I hear it, I recollect, what I'm listening to and I interpret it from based off how I receive it.
Right.
And yeah, man, that's how I create come, man. I put myself into that mode. That's that's what came about, man.
Yeah. All right, so we gonna get into it. We about to play the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do that, man.
Let's go, everybody.
Shout out to Day Day, man, for being patient with me.
Shout out to Day Day, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking, but you're not just a video guy, you're an artist too. So this is definitely the place to put the Robeson artists on the map.
Yes, sir.
Through the show, you know what I'm saying? Because they definitely watch on all the coast, north, south, east, west. You know what I'm saying? And overseas. You know what I'm saying?
To the West Coast, man. I used to live in
So you might see us here right now, but you ain't going to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
As you can see, people was popping in and out anyway, but we're gonna get into this track, folks. You wanna introduce your own track?
Yes, sir. No problem at all. This is your boy Mistaheatt with his single Karma. This is the video, super fire song. They check it out.
Hey.
Hey, John, restart that shit. Hey, John, restart that shit.
Foolish made this fool. Know that.
I did the best I could, but I no longer want to be a part of you. Cause you did the worst to me. But I cannot hate you for the things that I was looking for. But what goes around comes around. I never should've let you get the best of me, girl. I definitely won't let you get the rest of me, girl. Cause what goes up must come down. I never thought I'd see the day you get to me, girl. But obviously we bout to be history, girl. You can say what you want to. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're gonna regret the day that you slayed me, and you slayed me. You're gonna miss me. You're gonna regret the day you play with my heart. You stepped on it hard, but now it's my turn to say can't look into the same way that I did before. You had me walk out that door, and you did things that I couldn't even imagine. Whoa, whoa. So what goes around comes around. I never could imagine you could do me so dirty. I didn't even know you could be so thirsty. What goes up must come down. Only thing I tried to do was make you happy. I didn't realize you could be such a savage. You can say what you want to, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're gonna regret the day that you slayed me, and you slayed me. You're gonna miss me. You're gonna regret the day you play with my heart. You stepped on it hard. My turn to see you hurt.
Because it go right to YouTube right at the Zoom.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're
that
loving
was fire, man. That definitely was some fire right there.
that. I love all the harmonies. It sounds really beautiful. All the harmonies and everything sounds
Appreciate it.
great.
All done by
I know
yours
he did the
truly.
video as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave for that.
Shout out the Foolish.
Yeah, Foolish on the air. I'm telling you, Foolish.
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Foolish made this fool. You know that.
Every time you did. Every time.
Yeah, man. So that record kind of give me like Boys to Men slash it give me like a Boys to Men slash what was his name? Like an Aaron Hall type vibe.
Aaron Hall, okay.
Yeah, because you know, like with the he was one who played with the falsettos. He was one who played with falsettos and the vocals. Yeah, I know my stuff, Shay. I see you like, okay, Tay. Yeah, I know a little song, you know what I'm saying? But I know, you know what I'm saying? So I can hear it.
Silk in there. Get some silk in there with them vibrations in the back.
You can hear it. You can hear it.
Okay, yeah, I heard all the vibrations in the back going on.
Let's do this.
Okay.
We only got a few minutes left, but before we go off, tell the people your top 5 R&B influences.
R&B. We just doing R&B. Then I gotta go with Usher. R&B?
Where?
Gotta go with Usher. I gotta go with Kells, man. I mean, you talking about R&B
all day. Listen. Kells. My manager, Fabian James Sr. Yeah. Listen, he was working with Kells, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, as far as music, yeah, I gotta
listen. So you gotta go to the Pied Piper. You know what I'm saying. So
R&B.
Kells, Usher, Chris Brown. You said 5. 2 more.
Let me see.
You said Kells, Usher, Chris Brown. Yep, 2 more.
I'm gonna say Music Soul Child, even though people would say he R&B, neo soul.
Yeah, he neo soul, but he's both.
He's both.
He's both though. He's both because y'all got a lot of people trying to keep him in the neo soul lane, but forget. But he came out with pop records first.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So he's both. He's both. And he's definitely a mark in the game that people not mark like a bad mark. I'm saying when I say he put his mark in the game to where people take his style and emulate it now still to this day.
That's a fact.
And so
my number 5. Yeah, I gotta go with B, man, because even though she's a female, she was a big inspiration to my singing career. A lot of runs, a lot of her voice, the science behind her voice I studied because I wanted to sound, I didn't want to sound like her, but I wanted my voice to sound as professional and clear. Her diction, everything about her voice was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just wanted that for my voice. I wanted to be distinct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to stand out. You know, like hers. You know her voice anywhere. You know, and I wanted one of those voices that you would know anywhere. And you know what I'm saying? So definitely that's my 5 for R&B. But my favorite artist of all time is Michael Jackson. Huh?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's my favorite artist of all time. But he's not R&B. He's the king of pop. That's why I didn't say him, but I had to.
Who'd you say for the last artist?
Beyonce. That's my 5.
Oh, Beyonce. Okay, because you wanted that like pitch perfection.
Yeah. Her perfection. Yeah, her background, everything. Yeah, she's the best entertainer in the world.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I can't never fraud on that. You know what I'm saying?
She's the greatest entertainer alive.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nobody rocking. Nobody doing it like
she's definitely one of them. I ain't gonna say the greatest.
No,
I love Beyonce.
No, you can look it up. Like,
but the greatest alive right now,
entertainer than Beyonce. Ooh. No one's doing numbers like B. You name one person, I'll take. There's no one that.
I wouldn't go by. I wouldn't base it off numbers though. But that's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? We only got a few minutes left, so
okay,
I'm gonna say this.
I'll definitely be back.
Yeah. You can come on Stirring the Pot and we chop it up on Stirring the Pot.
I'll be there.
But question.
I'll definitely be there.
My next question and final question would be, is on this journey that you've been on in life, if it's anything that life has taught you, what was that?
That repetition is the father of learning. What I've learned in life and what I tell the younger generation, that the key to success is work ethics and consistency. If you don't have those two things, you're not gonna make it. It don't matter what you're doing, music, it doesn't matter what it is. If you don't have no work ethics, no get up and go, no hustle about yourself, and if you can't stay consistent with doing it through the bad times, when it's not looking good, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna find yourself going through the same patterns. And I had to learn that the hard way, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have strong work ethics and I wasn't consistent, you know what I'm saying? But I would complain in life and be so, I would have the audacity to complain about life when, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't putting in the work and sticking to it. Then when I started doing it, you know, and I started seeing people who have work ethics and stay consistent, how it prospers, then I, you know what I'm saying, I learned, you know what I'm saying?
And I can agree with that and attest to that as well. And, you know, after the announcement I'll be making tomorrow, you know, people would know why I've been saying this as well for months on end since December about consistency. We got some announcements to make tomorrow, Shay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to keep it quiet until tomorrow because, you know, we got to keep our mouth shut until tomorrow.
Do I have time for one last question for him to tell everybody before we get up out
Go
of here?
ahead. We're at 56 minutes. Go ahead. One more question.
Question or statement that you can maybe say to the fans and everybody watching. Can you give them one way that you de-stress? I would like for you to just give the people one way that you
as an keep it all the way Thou Wow too, no matter what it is. Keep it a Thou Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Smoke. 3 things. It's simple. Okay. It's simple. Smoke. Because that's medication. People, you can say what you want, man. Indians smoke when they meditate. Which brings me to my second one. Meditate. Because we need peace, man. Mental health is serious. You don't have to be crazy loopy. You can just go through life and it will drive you crazy.
Absolutely.
So you have to meditate. You have to restart your mind because life is important. Which brings me to number 3. Without life, without God, it wouldn't be life. Absolutely. The Bible says, seek ye first, and he'll supply everything. You know what I'm saying? God wants us to have our heart's desires. He wants us to do what we desire to do. He just wants us to put him first.
Absolutely.
That's it. If you do those 3 things, I'm telling you, you'll be good. Life won't, you're going to have problems. You know what I'm saying? God's children's, you know what I'm saying? We're not meant to have a stress-free life because there's somebody up there called Satan who's, you know what I'm saying, wants to give us, hey, he doesn't want us to prosper.
The enemy wants to seek, kill, and destroy everything you do.
Exactly. So it's never going to be easy, but those 3 things will help you get through it. I promise you. That's how I de-stress. That's how I'm able to cope and deal with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I smoke, I meditate, and I pray.
Hey.
You know?
Thank you so much.
Man,
Thank
it was good to have you on, Mr. Heat. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you already know that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching another episode of The Pot. I am your host, Tigmatic.
Please. I am your co-host, Shay Rosa, the real Shay Rosa, everybody. Thank you.
And we will hit y'all back with the next one. We booming.
Yeah, Sersky.